Hello guys, welcome to another tutorial of Corona and MTE tile map editor. Till now we have been concentrating much on how to create a map using tiled map editor, and I have been through a bunch of things like how to create a tile set, how to download it, and how to use it with some differing backgrounds and all that stuff. From this video, what we're going to do is we are going to get into most important part of our tutorial series, that's programming. Let's not rush into anything and cover each and every aspect with slower pace, and let's try to learn as much as possible. First thing is what we're going to do here is we have spent some time developing a map in tiled map editor, and as I told you, I am new to this, and yeah, there have been some mistakes. If in this video I will be discussing much about like what went wrong and what you must do to rectify those. First things first, when creating a map in tiled map editor, you have to make sure that there is no layer named player. In the previous video, we have used this tiled map editor to create a second layer where all the action takes place with the name player. And I don't know what goes wrong, but MTE goes crazy whenever it finds a layer named player. So basically what happened is once we start importing this map, it gives an nil error that says that there are no layers in this map. Whenever you are creating a map, just make sure that there is no layer with the name player, and you can use any other things and everything works fine as far as my experimentation has been done so far. I have created a new map here which is very much similar to the previous one. This time I have named it x.tmx, and I have used three layers as usual. One is the top, and layer 2 is I have just named it as layer 2, and there is the first layer. So you can always name it grass, that doesn't create any error, but just don't name it player. And next most important thing that you must note down is when you are using this tile sets, this is very important, like in tiled map editor you can use tile map sets with any kind of background, and it's smart enough to take that particular background color out and make it transparent, as you can see here. This is the houses tile set that we used to make some fancy looking maps, but as you can see here in tile map editor, it's somewhat clear, and it has been successfully able to take out the background and make it a bit transparent. So we have kind of a feel like we have the actual buildings with the shadow behind them. But what happens with MTE is MTE is not that smart, so it will not be able to take out the background color, and that background color stays and it spoils all the fun. Basically speaking, it's always better to go for tile sets that have no background color. That is, transparent PNG tile sets must be downloaded. Just search for, as I told in the previous video, 2D game assets or tile sets, and you will get a bunch of them. And just make sure that you are downloading the ones that have no background. That is, a transparent PNG image must be fine. So these are the two important things that I noted, and I corrected them. We will be using this map instead of the map that I created in the previous video, which is very much similar. Just the difference being is I have changed the layer name to layer 2, and another thing is I have not used these houses tile sets because of the background it has. So instead of this, I have used something else. Here we have a pretty decent tile set. This again I downloaded with the same search title, that 2D tile sets, and I got this, and it is pretty good actually. And I'm using some homes of this. I will just show you. These are the things that you can use, and here is the one that I have used. And this is a pretty good collection of all these houses, stadiums and all. Of course you can use this if you want, and of course I will try to provide all these assets to you from Google Cloud or maybe Dropbox or something. I will provide you the link, and you can use all these assets, and you can straight away dive into development of this project entirely by yourself. In this video, that's all we have. Basically two things. The first one will be in tiled map editor there must be no layer named player, and the second is, as far as possible, go with the tile sets that has transparent backgrounds, that is, try to get the images with extinction.png and that have a transparent background. So that's all for this video. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and like the videos.